Happy Leap Day. It is Social Media Saturday, February 29th, 2020. Steve Sipress here, and I got to tell you, I picked up my old trusty iPhone that I'm now holding in my hand to record today's Facebook Live video, as I have done every day for nearly 3 years now. In a couple of weeks, it'll be 3 years. I picked up this phone to record my video about an hour ago. I think even a little more. And I mean, I avoid it like the plague, but maybe once a week or so, I scroll through my Facebook feed and see what my friends and Facebook friends are, what's going on in their lives. And there's some good news, some tough news. There's a, health challenge here, and there's a birthday here, and there's a, we're moving here, and there's, all kinds of good social stuff. But man, I mean, maybe I'm off base, but more than ever, it seems, my feed was filled with all kinds of crazy stuff. My goodness, people are going absolutely way off the deep end with this ridiculous new flu virus that is not, so far, it's like almost nobody has it. Almost nobody's died from it compared to like every other thing on earth. I would think more people slip and fall in the bathtub in the course of the time it's taken me to record this video than have died from this coronavirus in the entire time it's existed. And of course, people are working on finding a vaccine and a cure and all that, and of course they will. But it's an interesting study in human behavioral psychology, which is what successful marketing, sales, advertising, persuasion is all about. So if you're a business owner, and you ought to be if you're watching my videos, you ought to be a student of human behavioral psychology. So it is just interesting to see. I couldn't tear myself away from the stream of Facebook posts all about, Trump this and Trump, this is Trump's Katrina, one person put on. Last I checked, Katrina was an actual disaster that has still, I mean, if you go, I was recently speaking at an event in New Orleans, and there's still tremendous devastation from that Katrina that came through there, and I'm sure people are still feeling it, and things still haven't been rebuilt, and this ridiculous coronavirus will be a distant memory in almost no time. Like, okay, it was a big deal in China, and, I'm not minimizing the people that have it, but the people that have it, again, are a tiny, tiny, ridiculous minority. I mean, more people are dying from drunk driving tonight than in the history of all the coronavirus. More people are, whatever. I don't want to talk about all that negative stuff, but I just mean, man, so I totally changed the topic of today's video. I was going to talk about something totally different. I get all caught up. You see how easy it is to get caught up on this social media with these deranged posts. I mean, just absolute craziness. I mean, I shouldn't say it never. I mean, you see it a lot. And there's a business lesson there because you want to do that with your product or service. Okay, right now, it's likely that almost nobody is thinking about you or your company or your product or service. So one smart strategy to do is to create some kind of hubbub, some kind of buzz, some kind of an event that gets people talking and thinking about you. And a lot of times in the marketing world, it's known as the launch strategy. So if a movie is coming out 6 months from now, you're already going to start to see some billboards, hey, coming soon. And then you're going to start to see a few things, trailer is leaked on the internet. And then you're going to start to see the actors making the rounds of the talk shows. And now there's some early reviews of even though it hasn't been released yet. And this kind of buzz is all being created. And the movie hasn't even come out yet. You're seeing that right now in baseball. Baseball season hasn't started yet, but people are abuzz with, what's it going to mean when the Astros go on the road and people are going to boo them over the cheating scandal. And what about this player traded to that team? Are they going to win? Are they going to lose? What's going to happen? Sports teams, entertainment world, all the same thing. They're really good at creating a buzz. You want to get really good at creating a buzz, even when there's basically nothing really to be concerned about, like this ridiculous coronavirus that will come and go and be the answer to a trivia question someday, and no one will even remember it. in case you think people remember you remember Y2K? Same thing with the Y2K. Oh, it's going to be the end of the world. Oh, it's going to shut down. Planes are going to drop out of the sky. All the computers are going to shut off, and all the oh my goodness, it's always something. So how about in your business? Is there always something in your business, some event that you can create some buzz around and get people reacting, positive, negative, doesn't matter. Get them reacting, get them talking about it, get them thinking about it. Because the more people that are thinking about your business, your product, your service, sure, the more people that might think negatively, but the more people that will think positively and become customers, clients, patients, members of your business, whatever it is. So you see what's going on in this great, I know it's an election year, which undoubtedly amped this up. If this kind of, virus came out in any other year, it's likely it wouldn't be as blown up politically. Or if it came out in the middle of when anti-Trumpers were trying to impeach him, or they did impeach him, they're trying to remove him. Well, they weren't really, they knew they weren't removing him, but you know what I mean. Went through the whole impeachment thing, or the Russia thing, or the Ukraine thing, or whatever. It's always something new. If this would have happened at the same time as one of those, it's likely it wouldn't have gotten a lot of mention, a lot of buzz at all, because they already had something to focus on, the anti-Trumpers. But now it's like, oh, maybe this'll do it. This'll be Trump's Katrina. This'll get him. Oh, he's the worst ever, and a hoo, and a ha, and a ba, woo, ah, ooh, ah. Okay? Got me just totally flustered. I looked up, I was like, holy crap moly, I've been on this Facebook thing for like an hour. What a total waste. There's not a lesson there. I use Facebook for business. I record a daily video live here every day on Facebook, and my Facebook page, facebook.com/smallbizhelp. But I almost never post anything on Facebook. I certainly have never posted anything about Trump, good, bad, whatever. Wouldn't give him the time of day to waste my time posting anything about him. But I see it all over my Facebook connections, friends, family, whatever, and I'll comment or whatever on it there. But on my personal Facebook page, I barely post at all, actually. And I tend to avoid the whole nonsense of the thing. I know most successful business owners, I know the same thing. They almost never even check into Facebook. If I wasn't doing a Facebook live video, who knows how often I even log into the thing. So, Facebook, it's social. Twitter, Instagram, it's all good social. You're taking a break, you're on your time off, go ahead and like I just did, waste an hour with the thing, for crying out loud. But for business, have a smart strategy for business. Don't get carried away. Don't get all serious and crazy with the latest crazy thing that people are going crazy over, unless you can find a way to turn it to your advantage. Right? When an event is happening that you can tie into your business, I talk about that a lot here in my videos, then you want to do that. But when it's something just so ridiculous like what's going on here, I suggest just completely stay away from it. And I did see a whole bunch of my Facebook connections and Facebook friends, mostly the most successful entrepreneurs I know, posting and not having anything to do with the crazed nonsense derangement that's going on in the news. That's my suggestion. That's how you want to be if you want to be really successful using social media. And that'll do it for Social Media Saturday. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. I'll check in tomorrow, as I always do, on Sunday Fun Day, after I somehow clear my head from all the nonsense I just saw. So total derangement in my Facebook feed. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Over and out. Bye-bye.